Hello, everyone. Thanks for dialing in to TechWithMike.com's live show. This is really our second live show. The first one we recorded last week didn't record. I'm not sure what the problem was there, but all the show notes from that show are on TechWithMike.com. My name is Mike Tartaglia. I like helping people with their computer problems, stuff like that. It's just something I do for a living, and I wanted to start doing a live show. I'm going to talk about the topic of the week, which is how to use search engines, mainly the Google search engine. And then I'm going to go through a listener email that I got the other day. And then I will open it up for conversations with you guys. You can dial into the show. The phone number for that is area code 724-444-7444. I want to ask you for the caller ID number. It's 24742. Okay, well, it seems like I got a couple people on here. So this is being recorded. If you want to reference back to the show notes will be on the website at techwithmike.com, and you'll be able to also listen to the show later on as well. Okay, Google. Google has probably one of the most popular search engines. People typically search Google to find whatever. You can find things on eBay through Google or whatever. Find stuff you want to buy, you want to sell. However, a lot of people don't know about the little tricks you can do with Google. I thought I'd share those with you tonight. The first thing is when you're searching if you're looking for an exact phrase in something, if you just type in the phrase, for instance, what's Britney up to now? You're going to come up with different results if you put quotes around that phrase. And that's telling you use the quotes around the phrase to search for everything that has that phrase in it exactly. And you can try it out. Go to Google and put down what is Britney doing now in quotes, and then don't put quotes around it. See the different results you get. You'll see that you get better results if you just put the quotes around it. I think there's actually a YouTube video you can actually see, which is at the top of the list if you do that. Another thing you can do is, if you want to know what the weather's going to be like, you can either go to weather.com, or you can type in weather space and the city name. So you can do weather space Worcester or weather space Springfield, and it'll come up with the weather for that specific city. Another thing, too, is if you want to know what time it is in a specific part of the world, you can type in the word time, space, and the city. For instance, time, space, London. Give you the exact London time. And like I said, these are little tips that people might not realize you can do. I only recently found out about it myself. If you're a day trader for stocks, you can simply type in the ticker symbol. Like for Microsoft, it'd be MSFT, and you can find out what the current stock rate is. And it will show you from all different Reuters, Yahoo Finance, MSN Finance. It'll show you all the different stock listings. Another interesting thing you can do is, if you want to look up a definition of a word, some people might go to the website dictionary.com, which is a great website. Or if you want to find a quick definition, and if you're like me, your start page is Google, just open up your web browser and type in define with a colon, and then type in what you want to define, like define colon computer. It'll tell you the definition of a computer. And usually that's the first. It'll give you a list of different places you can go for different definitions as well. Now, one thing I really like, and I use this a lot, I do IT support and system administration. If I want to find a problem, resolution to a problem on a server, say we call it Exchange server, and I just want to search Microsoft's site for a problem or a fix, I can either go to Microsoft's support.microsoft.com and search there, or I can just Google by typing in the word site, S-I-T-E, colon, support.microsoft.com, space, what I want to search for. Now, if you wanted to put an exact phrase, you put a quote around it, just like you would normally. But that will show all the results just in Microsoft.com support site. You can do that for anything. You can go type in site colon www.techwithmike.com and type in, with quotes, episode 2. And you'll see all the notes on episode 2. Another interesting thing you can do with Google is you can find pages that link to a specific website. I'll give you an example. If you typed in link colon www.microsoft.com, you will pull up a list of results that will show you every single site that has the Microsoft.com link in it. In other words, you go to that site and you click on a link and it'll bring you to the Microsoft site. Microsoft might be a bad example. You can try other sites. However, if you know someone's site, just type in link colon the website and you can find other sites that actually link to it. Now, if you're sat in front of your computer thinking, and you need to find out a calculation or something, well, first of all, the computer is, a big metal calculator. You can either use the Windows calculator that comes with it, or you can use Google. Which one sounds more fun? Pretty much in the Google search, you can type in any mathematical equation, and it'll give you an answer. You can type in 3 plus 4, and hit enter, and it will give you 7. I hope it gives you 7. You can do subtraction, multiplication, and division. Multiplication is with an asterisk, and division is with a /. You can also find a percentage of numbers. You can also raise to a power. Raise to a power would be a little caret symbol. It's right above your 6 on your keyboard. So you can do a lot of different calculations. It's really cool. The other cool thing with numbers you can do is conversions. You basically can use Google to convert between any different units of measurement. Height, weight, mass. If you're at Google, you can type in convert 24 inches to feet. And it'll give you how many feet that is, 2 feet obviously. You can do miles, you can do the height, you can do measurements. And if you look at the show notes after, you'll see the exact syntax that you can use. I'll post those show notes up later on this evening. Another thing you can do is a local search. And what I mean by local search is local to your area code, or any area code you want to search. If you want to find a restaurant of Italian food, well, you can type in Italian space food space and your zip code. And it will give you a listing of all Italian food restaurants in your zip code. You can do any type. You can do fast food, Italian, or you can do fast food with your zip code, and you'll find all your local Burger King and McDonald's. Those are the tips that I have. You can also go to Google.com and go to their help and find out and do an advanced search and stuff. And you can find out all the other things you can do. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do. Okay, so now I had a user question. Last week we had a gentleman named Cool Guy on, that's his handle on TalkShoe, and he wanted to install Linux on his machine. He wanted to step away from Windows and install Linux, and I helped him out with that. You'll see the show notes on the site at techwithmike.com. So he was able to install it, but now he had a question of how do I run Windows programs on a Linux box. In other words, he wanted to run Microsoft Office or Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel or whatever on his Linux box. I didn't know that at first, but after doing some digging, there's a program you can actually use that you install. I suggested to him to install Ubuntu. That's easy. It's an easy Linux distro that basically easy to use and easy to install. I suggest that to a lot of people. And so basically, if you run this program, it's called Wine. And I don't know the exact URL right now, but I'll put it in the show notes. WINE. I think it's actually winehq.com. You download this, and actually Ubuntu already has it there, and I can give you put in the show notes on how to actually install it. But it's already included with Ubuntu. What this allows you to do is install any Windows software, or most any Windows software, on your Linux box. So if you wanted to, like I installed Office 2003 on my Ubuntu installation here at home, and it runs pretty well. The only thing that doesn't really run well is Outlook, the email